trust my shopping list with Shipped? Shoppers with Shipped know that no order is ordinary.
What is going on, guys? Happy Thursday, last stream of the week. For those of you just joining, we are still in a trade that we opened earlier this morning. We're in a trade that we opened earlier this morning. It's currently retesting the EMA ribbon. We're only holding 6 pips of drawdown right now. I know it looks a lot bigger on my P&L, but it's only 6 pips. This is an AUD-NZD sell. What we're going to go over here is why we are in this sell. We're going to go over it here in just a second. So when we go back to the hour chart here, we got in this sell last night after this break and retest, as you can see. We had a clear sell signal from this break and retest. We waited for it to come down to here. This is where we got in, looking for the continuation down this way for like 30 to 40 pips. We did go into profit right here. Some pretty good profit too, actually. We went into 15.5 pips of profit earlier, but that was during market switchover. So what we're going to watch here is this EMA ribbon. Are we going to have some resistance here and have this come back down? Like I said, we're only 6 pips holding drawdown right now, which is not a lot, considering it's pretty much a one-to-one trade. This is TradingView right here, but I trade on liquid brokers. Good question, though. So, like I said, we're only 6 pips in drawdown, and we're going to see what happens here over the next hour. We don't trade on Fridays, so this will be our last stream of the week. However, we are undefeated this week. We've had a really good week so far. Let me pull it up, actually. Let's take a look-see here. Our last trade was for 60 pips, and the trade before that was 11 plus pips. So we're actually doing really well. This is not gold, man. This is AUD-NZD. This is a foreign exchange, not gold. I don't trade gold. I do not trade gold. What's up, Adele? How are you doing today? You doing all right, ma'am? Where my glasses at? No, it's been a good week to us so far, though. I'm good, man. I sent you day 4, by the way, on Telegram. We're going to see what happens here on this chart. This is going to be a key. The next 30 to 40 minutes are going to let us know if we're going to reject this and come back down, or if we'll cut our losses early. If it goes really past this on the 1 hour, the 1 hour still has another 7 to 10 pips to go before we'd see if it actually rejected or not. That's my kind of stance on this trade right now. That's my stance on this trade right now. There's a lot of volume in the market tonight already, though. All the CHF pairs are looking solid. The CHF pairs are looking really good. I don't know why there's all this volume just on CHF pairs. Euro AUD's up there. GJ's up there. The GJ looks like it's going to drop. There's a lot of decent looking charts out there tonight. This is the one that we're in, AUD NZD. AUD JPY looks like a really nice sell for at least, we had a good break and retest here. 82 pips. AUD CHF is going the other way. We're just going to unflag that altogether. Euro JPY, we're going to unflag. Yeah, we're going to see what happens here on this chart. Let's look at the 1 minute here. Did anyone take profit on this when we were in profit? No, it's not on MetaTrader. It has its own platform. It has its own platform and its own app. It's not on MetaTrader 4. I wish it was, though. It's right here. It looks like this. Liquid Charts Pro. Down there. There's not many brokers that allow MetaTrader in the United States, Rudy. I figured at your time. Yeah, Adele. Well, it's already hit TP2, but TP3 is 1.21110, and then TP3 is 1.21007. So from entry, we were at 10 pips, 20 pips, and then 30 pips. 10, 20, and 30 pips from entry. $10, 20, and 30 pips from entry there, sir. Who knows? We're going to see what happens here. We may end up holding it into London. But I think we'll have a pretty good idea within the next hour what it's actually doing. And if we're going to end up holding or not. But again, guys, we're only 6 pips in drawdown. 6.6 pips in drawdown. What's up, Jordan? GBP CHF? Yeah, sure. Well, so here's our support and our resistance right here. Liquid Brokers is not on MT4, Rudy. No. I don't like GBP CHF. Even on a smaller time frame, I just don't like it. It doesn't meet any of our rules there, Jordan. It doesn't meet any of our rules. Yeah, it's on a downtrend, but it's kind of in a dead zone here. It's consolidating on a downtrend, which is fine. You could try and buy it up to here, but it's at an EMA ribbon, which is typically used as a resistance point. I personally wouldn't touch this chart. Based on our rules, I would not touch this chart. But it is definitely in a downtrend, but it had a pretty big spike on the 4 hour right here, which was at a key level where you had 2 fair value gaps. So you'd kind of want to see it break that before it went down, you know what I mean? Not a fan of the chart, to be honest there, Jordan. What are you in, long or short? EuroCAD. All right, let's look at EuroCAD. All right, let's zoom in here. Let's reanalyze this chart here. So EuroCAD. Let me draw everything up here. This one's got a lot of markings on it. On EuroCAD. Yeah, you could short it to the EMA ribbon. But I don't know. So here's my problem with this one. I don't hate it, but that's consolidation for 6 hours right there. So 6 hours of consolidation at the EMA ribbon on an uptrend would signal that it's going to keep moving this way. Unless you get a break of this consolidation this way. But more than likely not, it's going to go break, retest, and go this way. That's on the 1 hour. On the 15 minute, I mean just straight consolidation. On the 15 minute, if it stays below this EMA and below this fair value gap, it could continue to move down. So the 15 minute does look bearish. However, this low is higher than this. Actually, I mean, it's a nice break of structure on the 15 minute. Your break of structure was right here. Here's your BOS. Consolidation. And now you'd want it to move downward. The 15 minute looks good for a sell, but I would want it to break this 1.600 mark before I sold toward the downside, or have it break and retest before I sold toward the downside there. I mean, yeah, volatility is caused by volume in different directions, whether it's buying or selling pressure. But yeah, I mean, every trader thrives off volatility. When you're day trading or scalping, that's the way to make money, is through volatility. Volatile movements in the market is how you capitalize. Let's see, we're going to get a new 15 minute here on AUD NZD. We're going to kind of find out here what we're doing. Because if it breaks above on the 15 and breaks structure toward the upside, I'll mitigate on this one. Plus, it would only be like 10, 11 pips, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm looking at right now. We're consolidating on the 5 minute too right here, above the EMA ribbon, but still below the previous high. So that gives us some ideas that this still could continue to drop off. Same with the 1 minute. The 1 minute is consolidating right here below the previous high. This could still drop down. My biggest focus right now. Nice, there you go, Jordan. My biggest concern would be the 15 and the 1 hour right now. If you did not take profit when we were down here at TP1 and you're still in this fully, this is what we're going to want to watch. This key level right here, this fair value gap, and this EMA ribbon right here. We do not want to break this and break this high. If we break this high, we're no good anymore. But if we come up and reject this and come back down, I think we are going to end up seeing way down here. Break that low. So that's what I'm looking at. But you got 1 minute until we get a new 15-minute candle. Actually, 30 seconds. That's where I'm at on this chart. But that's where we're at on this trade. I know it's not very exciting right now, but that's trading, guys. I'm gonna see what happens here. I don't trade gold. I can certainly analyze it for you, though. So gold on the 4 hour is on a downtrend. It hit that 47.60 mark and came back into the yellow zone that we have drawn up here. On the 1 hour, it is currently testing the EMA ribbon. If it does break this low right here, you could see the 4,500 area. If it doesn't, you could see it come back to break this area, this 47.65 area. Based on the short term, very short term, it's selling. Long term, it's still kind of selling, but we need to see it break above or below the EMA ribbon. I don't trade it when it's inside this EMA ribbon. We need to have a full candle closure below or a full candle closure above for us to get in it. I wouldn't get in this trade right now at all. But again, I don't trade gold, guys. I don't like trading gold at all. Not a fan of it, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, no problem. See what we got here, though. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Jordan, when all of the rules are met, that's when I send a signal out. I will not trade unless every single rule is met. I had to blow my nose real quick, guys. Hold on. Yes, so my indicator has all of my rules built into it. So I can use it as a tool. I obviously know all my rules, but I can use it as a tool. Like when it says sell, it has met every rule. When it says buy, it has met every rule. Now, do I take all of them? No. I pick and choose the ones that I like the most, that are the best setups for us. So I don't send out every single buy and sell signal, partly because I only trade a certain session sometimes, and also because I want to physically see it for myself. Most of the time, I'll turn the buy and sell off and identify it for myself, and then turn it back on and see if it lines up. But you know, there's a couple ways to go about it. The indicator's to be used as a tool. You should know the system yourself. I don't personally like relying on robots or AI to trade. I'd rather know how to do it myself. That'll make you a better trader. Capture Real One, what's up? How are you today? Welcome to the stream, man. Mainly foreign exchange is what I trade. We may start looking at the NAS 100 because I know a lot of people want to, but I've been trading foreign exchange for 15 years now. 16 years now, actually. Been doing this for a long time, man. Nope. I don't trade Bitcoin or gold, just foreign exchange market. This one is AUD/NZD, so the Australian dollar to the New Zealand dollar. I don't trade Bitcoin or gold. Gold uses too much of your account, and Bitcoin, I used to trade it. I just don't day trade it anymore. I just hold it. I found over the past, 10 to 15 years that my best results come from Forex trading. That's just me personally. I know you can trade anything and make money, but the system that I use works the best on pairs, currency pairs. Charts are slow to get moving into the night but some of these other charts got some volume, but they're not really moving either. Thanks, Capture. Appreciate you, man. Welcome. I stream 3 to 4 nights a week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Super slow moving charts today, though, guys. Really slow moving. Thanks, Capture. Appreciate you, man. Couple $100, $1,000. Oh, there's some movement. Now I trade anywhere between with a $25,000 to $50,000 account each week. And no, it's not funded. It's all my own capital. I don't trade prop firms. I strictly trade my own capital. That's a nice move. We still got sells on a lot of this, guys. I really do still like this trade. What did it just do on that 1 minute? There we go. It depends on your risk management strategy. It depends on the week. There's a lot of things that you... What I can say is if you follow a system consistently and use proper risk management and the proper position size, you can make money. I would say don't expect, with $1,000, don't expect to make more than $100 to $200 a week. I think you guys are asking the wrong questions. I think what you should be asking is, how do I figure out a system to consistently make money? Not how much can I make? You're trading for consistent profits. You're not trading to make a certain dollar amount. If you are, you're not ready for trading. I'll just be brutally honest. If you're not trading with discretionary income and you're trading because you need income each week, you are going to fail because you have the emotions are going to kick in. I understand that. I'm not a greedy person either, but when it comes to trading and your real money is on the line and real profits are in the line or real drawdown is happening, it changes people's emotions. But if you have a solid system and a solid foundation, you can win more times than you lose. It's very doable. For instance, this week I think we're up like 70 pips, if not a little more. 70 pips on $100 a pip. You do the math there. That's $7,000 for me this week. Correct. Yeah, trading should be a side hustle for beginners, but at the same time, you need to understand that there's more than just technical analysis. There's the emotional side. There is, capital management in terms of managing your own money. And then there's understanding a system. Like, you have to get a system down that works. You can't just be pressing buy and sell randomly. You know what I mean? And there's so much knowledge and information out there to learn it now. You just have to find the right person to help you. You can certainly do it from watching YouTube videos, but skipping around to a bunch of different people is going to only confuse you. If you can get one system down, and I'm not saying it has to be mine, just one system in general that is profitable and proven over time, you will do all right. Does that make sense, guys? So it depends on what the chart looks like. Like, let's go to a different chart here, right? Let's say we were to buy GBP JPY right now. I'll give you an example. Let's say we want to buy it up to this fair value gap, because that's really the next key zone, right? So you're going to enter right here. Lowest you really want to go is, let's say, the bottom of this fair value gap, or the bottom of these candles right here. That's like a 1-to-1 ratio right there. because that's all the market's going to give you. But let's go to a different chart where the price action's a little better looking. There isn't really good ones right now. All right, let's just say you're going to sell Euro JPY, right? You have a strong resistance here and you have a strong support here. Your take profits are going to be these areas right here. You're going to have one right here at the low, this one at the next low that it consolidated on, and the next one you're going to have at this low down here, right? So you've marked out your take profits. We know we don't want it to break the resistance point, right? So if you put a short position in here, this is where you're going to put your stop loss at, and your take profit's going to be down here. Now that is a 1 to 3.5 ratio. You have your take profits in there. You know your take profit 1 is going to be 22 pips, 2 is going to be 57, 3 is going to be 100. Now, is that going to happen? It may or may not, but after our technical analysis determines where our stop losses and our take profits are. You have a low here, a point of resistance or support here, point of support here. Those are your take profit 1, 2, and 3. So you can't broadly ask a general question of where is your stop loss and your take profit. It's what the market and the charts look like and what they give us. Does that make sense, guys? Let's see what our trade's doing. I was figuratively speaking on a smaller time frame to show someone how to identify your stop losses and your take profits and what your risk to reward would be. That is not a trade I would get in right now. I was just giving an example. We're already in this trade right here on AUD NZD sells, which is not in an uptrend. It's in a very strong downtrend, and it's rejecting the EMA ribbon and the fair value gap. Hopefully that makes some sense for you there, Capture. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, I don't typically trade it often, but the setup was really good last night. Or this morning, actually, when we got into it. Earlier in the day today. It was just good setup, you know what I mean? When you see an A+ setup, you just gotta go for it. I'm watching on the 1 minute, but we took it on the hour, I believe, or the 15-minute earlier today. At like 8, 9 a.m. We took it earlier today, but even the hour looks good. All the time frames look good. The hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, they all look good. They all look really good, to be honest with you. We got a nice drop off here going into the pretty early into the market too. We're only holding 2 pips of drawdown. Oh, one sec, guys. I gotta blow my nose again. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh, man, why do I do that? But yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. We're going into what, this 745 area, 735. Okay. I'd like for it to reject this. So we had a clean break of structure, and now it's retesting the EMA ribbon. It should come down. I may look at adding another position on this. We'll see. I may actually. I want to see what it does first. I want to make sure we're still moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? Obviously, I believe in the overall trade, though, or I wouldn't have. Yeah, I saw the day time frame. I see it. It's at the EMA ribbon, but it's also extremely bearish. I think it's going to come down and come back into this here. At least come down into this zone. But the idea is that I'm not trading on the day time frame. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the 1 hour, look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour rejected the EMA once, twice. It's a downtrend 3 times. If they get an hour close red, it's still going to continue selling. You got to pick a time frame that you analyzed on and the appropriate amount of pips. All of it's a downtrend. everything's a downtrend right now. It's on a downtrend. You have lower highs and lower lows on every single time frame. And you're caught in between two fair value gaps on AUD and NZD on the 15-minute. So are we going to see it break and retest this one, or are we going to break and retest this way? That's what we're waiting to see here. But when we got in this chart this morning, based off this retest of this EMA here, this was going to go down. We even went into profit 5-6 pips before going back up here and then coming back down to 15 pips in profit. Well, we did bomb Iran again today, so that may have something to do with it. Just look on FOREX Factory. If you click news on FOREX Factory, it says that U.S. military carried out strikes on the Iranian ports 3 hours ago. Yeah, Brian, it just depends how you look at it, but based on my strategy, this is how I look at it. I see what you're seeing on the day, and it may come back up this way, but I think it's going to come down here before it comes up that way on the wide scope that you're looking at it on. Hey, we could both be right. It could come this way and then reject back up. All I care about is that it gets into profit for me, comes to either TP1 or TP2 to break these lows, TP3 even, and we get out. If it breaks these highs up here, we mitigate, and so be it. But that's trading, you know? There's many different ways to do it. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure, Ash. We did, over here. We've been holding this thing all day. We did take at when it retested the EMA ribbon. It met all of our rules. It was a confirmed downtrend, a full candle close below the EMA ribbon, a retest at the EMA ribbon, and a fair value gap created. It met all of our rules to take a trade. It's easy to sit back and say, why didn't you 12 hours later? You know what I mean? Why didn't you do this? Yeah, 12 hours later. We got in this trade 12 hours ago. 10 hours ago, you know? Yeah, I saw the AUD USD one. It is looking pretty nice. It doesn't have that much volume. I just don't know if it's made its move yet, but you could sell it down to here. I would personally wait for it to retest. Yeah, once it retests this right here, I agree with you. You could sell this down for 30 pips. See, that meets our rules. Full candle closure below the EMA ribbon. Fair value gap formed. Consolidation or retest at the EMA ribbon as well. And now sell it down. That meets all of our rules. That's an A+ setup. Just got to see how the candles close and how the chart moves through the night, you know? AUDJPY looks like a really solid trade too. Looks like a really solid trade. I just would want to see it break this. It could buy up to the EMA still and come back into this fair value gap, but it looks like a nice trade to finish off this. It's really a race to see who's going to break this way or this way, though. On the 15-minute, I think that's going to be our key right there. So we break the higher fair value gap or the lower fair value gap. Whichever one gets broken first, I think it's going to move that way. I had to blow my nose again. Sorry, guys. My allergies are just killing me. Let's see what happens here. See if we reject these highs and come back down. As long as our highs are lower than these previous highs, we're still in downtrend and I'm still okay with it. But if we break that and start moving that way, we'll mitigate. You know what I mean? Big Trust Trading, what's going on? Majaba, what are we trading? AUDNZD, sells. Went into profit a little earlier, about 15 pips. 600 for what? Depends on what you're talking about. The 600 for what? Oh, I don't know. I'm not trading that right now. I can look at it though. It's at 28. What are you talking about? I don't know, Big Trust. I'm not trading that right now. We're trading foreign exchange. See, I just like this rejection at this fair value gap, and I hope it continues to come down this way. Based off this break and retest, that would be what it's indicating. Lower highs, lower lows. I'd like us to come back down here and create another lower low and a lower high to continue this downtrend. We got 7 minutes left in the hour, though. If we don't get what we like, we get out with what? 7 pips negative. We're up 70 for the week. Puts us at 63 positive net pips for the week. I'd say that ain't bad. But I do not like the way it's moving right now. Excuse me. Overall, it's still a bearish chart to me. But if I mitigate and hop out, you guys will know. I'll tell you. About 5 minutes. We got 3 minutes left. Yeah, about 3 minutes left in this candle. Still think the 1 hour has a chance to rebound off this EMA ribbon. And our stop loss is protected by this fair value gap up here. All EMA ribbons are below that fair value gap as well. Might just be one that we wait on for a little bit here. Some selling pressure coming in. I'm on the 1 hour right now. This is the 1 hour. This currently is the 1 hour. All right, we got like 5 seconds left in this minute, I think. Yeah, there's 8 p.m. Let's see what we got going on. A new hour candle. And 1 hour before a new 4 hour candle. This thing's going crazy on the minute right now. Roughly 8 pips right now. We are roughly 8 pips in drawdown. 8 pipperinos. How much movement here? What's the 1 minute break and retest there? $15-minute is all up in this fair value gap right here. And in the EMA ribbon. So we're going to see fight between these two FVGs if it's going up or down. Yeah, it does. Not going to disagree with you there, Bryant. We shall see. A lot of candle closures at a lot of very, very small bodies right here. A lot of consolidation right here.
Granger knows that as an HVAC technician, the heat is on.
Thanks to everyone who subbed tonight so far. I think we got like 7 or 8 new subs. Appreciate you guys. What's up, Samuel? How you doing, man? We're in a AUD-NZD trade that we took earlier this morning. So we've been in this one through market switchover. We've been in this one pretty much all day. Went into profit a little bit here. As you can see, this is where we got in. Went into profit, went into drawdown. Blew through TP1. Went into about 15 pips of profit. Now we are at an impasse right here where we need to see what is going to happen right here. If we're going to get this rejection and movement down, or is it going to continue upward? We're only holding roughly 6 pips of drawdown, so really nothing crazy. We'll decide if we're going to mitigate and get out of this, or if we're going to stay in this for the long haul. I haven't decided yet. But we are in it. Sells on AUD-NZD. Nice. IFVG. That was a nice candle close there. That was a really nice candle close. Boy, these numbers are moving fast. Some decent volume in on this too. What are we at? 12.8K, almost 13K volume. It's not bad. Yeah, it's rejecting the fair value gap and the EMA on the 15. But we got to wait until the new 15-minute candle. It's going to do what it's going to do regardless of what time frame we're on. You know what I mean? We can analyze it on each time frame. I just like watching it on the one when we're live because there's more action. Boom, that's a move. Oh, there goes all our progress. Alright, let's drop it down. Nice. Yeah, yeah, I mean, you can certainly see that for sure. Higher low, higher low, higher low, and then, but these two highs right here, these three highs right here are all about the same spot. So your higher highs goes out the window right there, so. Again, I think it's just at an impasse right now. This part is going to be very important. Do we break this way or do we break that way? That's the bottom line. And you can look at that on every time frame. It's the same thing. Same thing on every time frame. Do we break this way or do we break that way? Thanks, man. I respect everybody's methods of trading. Counter to what everybody thinks about the trading industry, where everybody bashes everyone all the time, I think there's a lot more than one way to trade. And who am I to judge if you can make profit? You know what I mean? There's more than one way to trade profitably. If there was one way, we would have all figured it out. You know, Bryant. About to get a new 15 here in like 2 minutes. Fuck off, Andrew. What's up, Andrew? How are you today? I know you didn't hate our last two trades. Up 71 pips on the week. Oh, yeah, all right. We'll see what happens here. What's the hour look like? Like I said, man, as long as it rejects this EMA ribbon, we're well within our stop loss. It's well under the EMA ribbon. I'm just really not worried right now. Look at that consolidation on the 15. Or the 5, I mean, sorry. The key thing that we need to talk about is this the low? Or do we think this is going to continue? Is this the low and we're going to head back up this way? Or do we think this is just a retracement off this where it came up, it broke structure, it came up, it broke structure, it came up, and now is it going to break structure back down again? Or are we going to break structure back up this way? That is what we're focusing on right now. That is what we were trying to figure out. That was an interesting big red candle there on the 1. The 1 minute had a massive red one there. It was like a 4 or 5 pip candle right there. Odd. Certainly a little odd. It certainly is boring on the charts tonight, though. But it's better to do it with friends than be doing it alone, right, guys? At least I think it is. The hours coming in and rejecting. I mean,
Mommy?
sorry. That's my TikTok there. Iberichica, what's up? How are you? Sorry if I butchered your name. Thanks for joining. Where are we going to break first? Here or here? Thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well. Glad to hear that. So close. We just need it to break down. We're only holding 6 pips of drawdown. I know when you see my P&L, it looks like a lot. Oh, welcome from Nigeria. Heck yeah. It's really not a lot. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on your financial situation, obviously. But I'm trading a decent size account, you know. Shit, I've been in drawdown 6,000-7,000 on stream before and come back into profit. You know, it really just depends on what your account size is. It's all relative. What do you mean there? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not fun. 5 years ago, I was trading a $750,000 personal capital account. I went from $50K to $750,000. It took 2 years, but I did it. Walking away with around 5K a week is pretty comfortable right now. You're funny there, Big Trust. Nice, yeah, very similar use there. Similar strategy. Again, this is the 1 minute, but like, if this fair value gap stays intact, we're solid. The consolidation has just been brutal over the past 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's just been consolidation central. You know what I mean? Consolidation. Yeah, in the last, let's see here, in the last 2 hours and 25 minutes, it's only moved a total of 8 pips. And it's just consolidated. I mean, 8 pips and just straight consolidation for this whole time. Since this candle to there. I'm originally from New York, but I live in Florida. I live in Florida right now. I don't see myself ever leaving Florida either. How about you, Zane? Where are you from? Nice. South Africa. There you go. Good stuff. Good golf down there. A lot of good golf in South Africa. It's testing to move down. It's good golf in Florida here too. I'm trading 40 lots right now. We're only what? Let's see. We're only holding 40 lots. We're holding roughly 5 pips of drawdown. Yes, we do have a stop loss here. It's a 1-to-1 trade. The stop loss is up here above the EMA ribbon and right at this fair value gap. The take profit is at our localized low here. That was back on Wednesday, the 22nd of April. We're on a complete downtrend. We've broken, retested the EMA twice now. We actually came 15 pips into profit. And now we're watching it retest this EMA in this fair value gap, see if we come back down. We may hold this into London. I hope not, but we may hold it into London. But it rejected the 15-minute fair value gap and EMA ribbon pretty nicely. I'll move stop losses to break even if we get to TP1. Yeah, if we get back to TP1. Yeah, we always do. Make sure you have a risk-free trade. Very big on that. Yeah, I do golf. I'm actually a PGA member. Professional Golfers Association. Absolutely not. I don't trade red folder news. $99 lots. Yeah, I stream and trade full-time. And I also have a full-time job as the director of golf at LPGA International. I am the director of golf there. So, golf and trading. It's pretty much my life. This 1 minute does not want to... I didn't say that. I just told you guys what I do. It's a good system you got there, Iberic. It's not a bad system at all there. Sorry, I keep turning my mic off so you don't have to hear me blow my nose. Fucking allergies are so bad. It's unreal. We're all sells now. Strong sell on the 2 hour too. Break and retest on the 1 minute and just drop. Holy consolidation. right at this zone. Yeah, it did. I know. It was right there, Kivy. Good to see you, by the way. It was close. Adam Cross, what's up, man? Hope you guys are having a good day. Kivy, Adam. Good to see you guys. I don't know who's watching. All I can see is how many viewers I have. It doesn't show me who though. It just tells me I have 18 viewers right now on this stream, the vertical stream, and 10 on the horizontal, so 28 viewers live right now. That's all I can see. It doesn't tell me the names though, Kivy. I had assumed you were in here, though, because you told me you watch it on your TV. How'd you make out on the last two trades there, Kivy? Couple new people joined the Discord from the stream. Welcome, guys. JV Joe, what's going on, man? How are you? What's up, JV Joe? How you doing, man? Glad to hear that. Hey, half a lot to a lot's good. 2 lots on this trade. We're holding nothing for drawdown right now. I mean, we're only holding what? 6.2 pips. It's just consolidating between here and here for so long. I mean, look, you got this zone and you got this zone, and it hasn't done anything but do this. Volume's good too. We're already at 18.9, almost 19K in volume. Hay fever? If that's what you call allergies, then yes. Is that another name for allergies? I've never heard it referred to as that, but yes, that's what I have. Yeah, same thing though. Different strokes for different folks. Boy, this thing's trying to sell for us. It really is. After it, I don't like GJ sells. Not until it actually, yeah. Oh, on the 4 hour, that thing's coming down. On the 1 hour on GJ, would want to make sure that it rejects the EMA and gives you a red candle. But yeah, I don't disagree with you there. If we can get a red 1 hour close on AUD NZD, I will still be very confident in this trade. I mean, I am still confident in this trade. I just didn't think we'd be holding for this long. Since this morning. When did I send that signal out? Yes, but I will not hold into red folder news. I sent the signal out at 8:30 in the morning. So yeah, literally 12 hours. Aloha, what's going on, man? I don't know. They said somebody got off the ship ended up going to visit a landfill. I don't know who visits a landfill, but did you see how close they parked the boat to the shore? I would have just jumped off. If they're like, no, you can't get off, jump off and swim it. Come on, Andrew. You know I don't trade Fridays and I don't trade red folder news. Two things I do not trade. Fridays and red folder news. Boy, it was really trying right there. Yeah, I just don't trade it, man. I like my Asian into London session trades. Asian session trades where we're in and out in 40 minutes to an hour, 1 to 3 hours. We did have a bearish engulfing on the 15-minute candle there. The previous candle, that is. Yeah, I know, right? Zane, it's brutal. It's just right here. It's been 2 hours and 41 minutes, and it's gone a total of like 8 pips. There it goes. Let's see it go, guys. We're getting some movement here. Going into the 9 o'clock hour. If we flip red on this 4-hour candle, that'll be a fantastic sign, because then we could retrace the wick. We still could if it was green, but I'd feel a lot better if it was a red bearish wick. And we just got a new 15. Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. That guy was having fun with his computer, huh? Blocked. People love to hate, guys. It means you're doing something right. If you're doing something right, people are gonna hate you. That last 15-minute finished really nice. No, that one didn't. That was like 7 minutes of straight bearish movement wiped out by one bullish candle. Looks like we're getting some rejection here, though. Like I said earlier, this 15-minute chart, it's just stuck in between this one and this one right here. Stuck right there. In between the fair value gaps. If you haven't already, guys, set alerts on your trade. Yeah, it's brutal, isn't it? It's absolutely brutal when it does that. Wild the amount of consolidation we got this stream, guys. 2 hours and 48 minutes. And it hasn't moved more than, let's go from top to bottom here. 8.2, 8.3 pips. Just ranging hard, yep. Alright, I gotta blow my nose again. Give me 1 sec, guys. Yeah, I try to go live 3 to 5 times a week. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is my trading room. Got a setup, one screen, this whole screen, this big ass curved monitor, and then a whole nother PC setup over there. Should switch it to my iPhone and do a trading room tour one day. The monitor's key, man. This monitor's huge. This one, my main one. Alright, we had this thing move up on us. It certainly is testing this 15-minute fair value gap again. Boom, big 1 hour, 1 minute movement there. Big 1 minute candle. It's just toying with us now. But yeah, Zane, I try to go live 3 to 5 times a week. Just depends what I got going on. But I do go live every single week. This week I went live Monday, Tuesday. I didn't go live Wednesday, and I went live Thursday. But most times I go Sunday market open, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do not trade Fridays at all. I worked on Wall Street, guys. I know what happens on Fridays. I would never open a position on a Friday. Ever. $2:53 a.m. Man, that's early. Don't worry, we only got another 5 minutes. We're going to see what happens at 9 o'clock, but I'm gassed. And I'm a big proponent of set and forget. Like when I'm on stream, we go over it, we talk about it, we get into the trade together. But like watching it is not going to change the outcome of the chart. You know what I mean? You can certainly manage it while you're on it, but watching it is not going to change the outcome of what the chart does. If you guys are new here, though, make sure you subscribe, like the stream. I appreciate all the new people. We're growing. This trading with Matt community is pretty big. We got over 200 people in the Discord. I've got like 15, 20 people in the VIP. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've been trading for a long time. It's always good to have a community with you and like people to trade with, bounce ideas off of. Because trading is extremely lonely. It really is. These long wicks with buying pressure but no ability to pass through this fair value gap or EMA ribbon indicate to me that we're still coming down. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, the 1 minute is fun to look at when you're streaming and with people, watching it go up and down, especially with your trading with my lot size. But realistically, oh wow, the hour just flipped red. Nice. These candles right here are really good for us. If we can close red right here on this hour candle, I'd be very happy. This trade is still intact. Oops. Just consolidating so hard on us. So here's the deal, guys. Let's just go over this real quick. We're holding this trade. We like the break and retest. It's a bearish chart. It's got lower lows. It's got lower highs. It's got everything we need in a trade. Our stop loss is well above the EMA ribbon on the 1 hour. It's rejecting the fair value gap and the EMA ribbon right here. Our goal is 30 pips. If you want to re-enter, you can. I am going to hold this trade, though. If you're in the Discord, I will let you know if I get out. But I'm staying in this thing for the time being. Oh, nice, Zane. Appreciate you joining. Don Julio, nobody trades Fridays. 3 o'clock on Fridays? Every office shuts down. Nobody's opening positions on Friday on Wall Street. They're closing their positions for the week. Volume is low. Volatility is high if there's a red folder news like NFP Day. All the odds are against you on Friday. There's no reason that anyone should be trading Fridays, in my opinion. I looked back on the last 7 years of my trading. 7 years. And 60%, 70% of my losses came on Fridays. I do not trade Fridays. I haven't traded Fridays for the past 3 years. That's going to be it for me, guys. We're going to end this stream how we normally do. I end it the same every single time. Thank you guys for joining. Let's look for some bearish movement here. Let's get some bearish movement. Andrew, Zane, Don Julio, Aloha, Kivi, JV Joe, Adam Cross, Skull Too Mean, Adele, everyone who joined. I appreciate it, and we will see you next week. Sunday night, market open. I will see you guys next week. If you're in the Discord, great. If you're not, the link is pinned. You can get into it. I will let you know what we decide to do on this trade, but for now, it's set and forget. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys next week, and we are, as of right now, 71 pips profit on the week. So I'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions, you know how to reach out to me. Thanks, guys.